How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Minecraft Let's Play. We're back on the vanilla server. I don't know why I stopped playing on this place. I got a little distracted with Feed the Beast, a little distracted with Voxel Sniper, but I'm done. I'm back. We'll see if Voxel Sniper continues. It might, but I had a good groove going, and I decided I got a little I don't know, bit off more than I can chew, I think. Because I am definitely like a 1 or 2 series kind of guy. Definitely not one of them YouTubers who can manage a whole bunch of them. Anyways, so a while ago I started up that Ask FM account. Started linking to it in the stream. I get comfortable. Yes. Started linking to it in the stream. Started sending it around on Twitter a bit. And I think it's time for me to answer some of these questions. So the way we're going to do this, I need to branch mine. I'm very low. I'm pretty low on everything, really, except for coal. And I did a little bit, got a whole bunch of obsidian, enchanted another pick, and it was another Unbreaking 3, Fortune 3, Efficiency 4. That makes our third one in a row, I think, that has been that. Which is honestly kind of annoying. I would have liked to have gotten like a Silk Touch, I guess, really is the only thing that we didn't get. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to answer some questions as I go down the line, and we might do one branch per question, but I think for the beginning few I'm going to just do a couple at once, because a lot of these questions are from Ask FM, like the website gives you a couple random ones, so they're kind of irrelevant because no one asked them. So let's go. So first one, what will the future be like? Okay, so this one's obviously from Ask. I'm not really sure. I'm going to answer them anyways because I'm not really sure. First of all, I'm not sure what order these are in, so I don't want to accidentally skip over someone's question, and also I don't know how many it generated automatically for me, so I don't know. Yeah, so I don't want to accidentally say, oh, the first 6 of them were from the website, and then actually only the first 3 were, and I skip over 3 people's question, yada yada yada. You get the point. So, what will the future be like? That one is not somebody asked, and my guess would be is Google takes over. We all know what's going to happen. Just get ready. Just accept it. Google and Walmart, they're going to merge and dominate the world with me as their leader. Anyways, I don't think that was a real one either. What was your favorite toy as a child? Well, I was a toys kind of kid. You know, like there are a lot of kids that were like, they just want to go out and run. There were a lot of kids that want to have like all the sports gear or something like that. There was a lot of kids that want to have you know, all the video games, and yeah, like I really liked the video games and I always wanted more of them and stuff like that, but I was also definitely a toys kid. Beanie Babies, Legos, and a relevant toy. It's not my favorite. I don't really have a favorite. I gave them, they all had their turn of being my favorite, and they all certainly got a lot of attention from me. I was not the kind of kid that would get a toy, play with it for an afternoon, and then ditch it. I would work it into the rotation for sure. But what I want to talk about, and one of the reasons why I'm still bothering to elaborate on this question, even though I'm fairly certain no one asked it, I'm not sure. Yes, but is because, if anyone remembers, we talked about it on the stream recently, those toys, Bionicles. Oh man, I loved those. They were Legos, but they were these big robotic creature things that you could, I don't really know. I mean, Legos you could assemble in, like, you could take the bricks and put them up however way you want, but Bionicles not really. Like, there were certain joints that went with certain joints and stuff like that, and certain, like, attachments and stuff like that. But man, I love those guys. And they had a couple video games about them. They had a Game Boy game, which I had, and on the Game Boy Advance, which I bought. I remember buying it used, and it was a steal, and it wasn't great, but it was a pretty good game. I played it a lot, and I remember it because I could always find it in. Like if I had like a little bag of like a couple of my Game Boy games in it, I always knew which one was it because it had the sticker on the back that said it was used. And the that game was like a kind of like Legend of Zelda. I don't know. It was like you kind of top down, but kind of at an angle, and you played like a little villager guy, going through a little adventure, and you had to throw all these rocks at the bad creatures and stuff like that. Typical video game stuff, typical Game Boy game stuff. But it did have mini games that you had to complete at certain points, and that you could also play outside of the game. And I got so freaking good at those mini games because I didn't like them. I mean, they were annoying. Most of them were annoying. Like, one of them was like you use the left button and the right button, and if you push the left button, then you're on like a canoe, and you like if you did the left button, you like push the left paddle on the canoe. If you did the right button, you push the right paddle with the canoe. So to go forward, you had to push them both really fast, and then to steer right. To steer right, you had to push the left one a bunch so that you would like paddle over to the side and then like paddle back the other way. So it was just button mashing back and forth. It was annoying, but I got good at them because I knew that I didn't want to have to try them over and over and over again. I just wanted to get really good at them, and so that every time I wanted to play through the game, with a different character, which characters all did the same thing. It's just you could do different colors and give them different names and stuff, which for me, as a little kid, was enough character customization to consider to warrant another playthrough. But I would get really good at this minigames. And this is gonna come back full circle to Minecraft, I promise. So they had the canoe one, they had a bird race flying one, which actually the bird flying one I never got good at. To this day, I cannot figure out how you reliably win that game, how the points even work, how to not fall off the bird. Everything just seemed completely random. Even every now and then, if I like go home and find my Game Boy and put in that game, still have no idea what I'm doing for that game. But then they had like a snowball one where you had to like throw snowballs at people. It was like a big snowball fight in an ice skating rink. And then they had the soccer like one. It was like soccer but with 4 teams. But then they had a couple others, I think. But then one that they had was a crab racing game, and this was the one that I actually did like. So I actually did play it a lot, and I actually got really, really good at it and memorized. I could probably do it with my eyes closed back when I was a kid. Like, I memorized the pattern, because the whole point, it was a lot like Minecraft. This is why we're coming full circle. I wasn't using my fortune pick. That's okay, I don't need more redstone. So it was 2D grid of squares with dirt in it, and the map was the same every time. There was dirt and there was rocks, and you couldn't dig through the rocks, but you could dig through the dirt, and you had to find these little idols around all over the place. See, this is how I know I've spent too much time on one question, because we're back here. But I'm gonna finish this one because it's important. So you would run around and on this crab, and the crab would dig through dirt slowly, and there had all these crystals around, these crystal gem things of different colors. There was 2 of every color, and when you touched one, you got a little power. Like, maybe the superpower was like you dig a little faster. Maybe the superpower was you get to place a little extra dirt behind you to slow the other guys down. Maybe one of your powers was like you could drop this little fireball thing that broke blocks to the left and to the right. Another power was up and down. I think those were all of them. I can't remember the rest, but you know, you got these little superpower things that with each crystal, and then if you collected all of the crystals, you won. And it was just, for some reason, a lot of fun. I don't know why I thought it was so much fun, but I did. Oh, don't do that. But I did think it was fun. And the other day, I was reading through how to do code bucket plugins. So this is for Minecraft now, of course. So, you know, bucket plugins are what control a game of survival games on a server. Bucket plugins are like a modification, not to the game, not to Minecraft, but to the server of Minecraft that control the players and stuff like that. So I was like, okay, I feel pretty confident in my ability to code. Let's think of a game to code. I don't know what game I want to code. So I was like, well, I could recreate a survival games, I could recreate whatever, but all of these plugins, you can just download one that does it for you, because a billion people have done it before you. And for this one, I was like, I can recreate the crab game. So that's what I've been doing, and I hope one day I will actually be able to show you the crab game, which I have called Race for Idols. And it's different. It's a grid of dirt that you're digging through, like Bomberman, and then if you dig up an ore or a block, like iron ore or an iron block, or lapis ore or lapis block, or nether quartz or a block of quartz, then you get a little superpower, like one of the powers. And I'm kind of copying the game power for power because I think it's cool. So look forward to that in the future, hopefully. I hope maybe some of you can remember back to your old games, and maybe if you think, hey, this would be cool in Minecraft, you know, post it down in the comments, and maybe I'll be able to make it sometime. Okay, so that was long. Let's move on. What song best describes your life right now? I don't think that was a real one. Was it though? I don't think so, because I think I remember seeing this one. I'm going to skip that one. I don't really have I can't really think of an answer. Show me your genitals. There we go. Okay, how can you tell a good person from a bad one? If they're a jerk, they're a bad person. If they're nice to you, they're a good person. And why are you such a nerd? Nerds. Okay, now we're in the real people questions. I actually know who asked that one. Because we are nerds, and we're proud of it. Okay, so... yeah, I know who asked that one. Okay, when was your first Minecraft stream? So this is a question people ask in the stream all the time. They say, you know, when do you start streaming? And I say, oh, about 2 hours ago. And they say, no, like your first stream ever. It's always really confusing. So, when was my first Minecraft stream? I do not, like, remember the day. Like, I can't in my head think, like, it has been 3 months and 2 weeks, you know, which I wish I could, because it'd be interesting to know. But I do know that last year I was at college. Yeah, obviously. Last year I was at college. I hear you. I hear you. You're gonna ruin my video. Oh, he's loud. There you are. There you are. So I was at college, and I didn't watch streams. I hadn't really watched streams at all. And I came home because it was the end of the year, and I was really bored, and I was like, you know, like, I've been thinking about this summer really trying to do YouTube, but I just I wasn't feeling it. I was walking into it knowing that I wasn't gonna do well, because I was just another Minecraft YouTuber, out of, you know, hundreds and hundreds, and it was not gonna go anywhere. because I knew that I didn't have the editing skills, and I didn't have the uploading schedule with a fast enough internet, and I just knew. And so I was like, well, you know, I do have that Twitch account that I almost tried to use once, but then decided against it. Well, let's go on there and just see what Twitch is like. And I go on, and I'm like, well, I mean, I don't know who to watch. I don't know who any of these people are. I could list off like a dozen different YouTuber names that you should watch, but I can't list a single streamer. So, at least at the time I couldn't. So I went on just whoever was the biggest, which was, and this is actually kind of funny, it was Bacon Donut with about 350 viewers. If you go, I don't know how it's going to be in this summer, but, oh yeah, damn it. If you go to Twitch, and you go to Minecraft, oh, almost broke it, and you see the top person has under 1,000 viewers, that's really rare. And for some reason, every night over the summer, he had like 300, 400 viewers every night, and he didn't have, you know, he had just gotten his partnership the day before. He was really happy about it. And I thought, wow, like, maybe I could be a streamer and I wouldn't have to worry about how bad I am at uploading stuff. And, you know, maybe it's kind of like a new area that isn't so, you know, isn't so absorbed by people. And then I think that was just a temporary summer thing. Especially, it doesn't help that, like, I was watching his streams at like 3 a.m. when all the bigger streamers went to are in bed. And from there, the next night I figured out how to use OBS. I asked him in his chat, what program do you use to stream? He says I use OBS, and people said, and then I actually streamed with XSplit once, and then I asked him later what he uses to stream, because I didn't like XSplit, and sure enough, he had a better one, OBS. So, that was literally when I got home. So my first Minecraft stream, and my first streams weren't actually Minecraft, because I was trying to get into newer and newer games, but Minecraft, I mean, it quickly turned to Minecraft. Like, I would say that halfway through June, I was already streaming only Minecraft. So you can do the math on that one. We'll say a conservative estimate of halfway through June, which I guess is, you know, however many months I've been going. But that's the long answer. But it was really rushed, and I really didn't expect it to happen at all like it did. So I don't really remember when I decided to make a serious effort to stream, because it so quickly went from to whoa, I could do this, and I like it, and it's fun, and I like the people who are watching and stuff. Alright, that was another long answer. Next question. On a scale of 1 to 10, how close have you gotten to kissing another man? On a scale of 1 to 10. Man, when people usually ask questions like this, I try to think of a funny answer, but I can't. Like, people say, like, on a scale of, I don't know. After 6 a.m. for me, I'm still up, so, you know, be kind. I'm not as witty as I normally would be. Yeah, no, I have not kissed another man, but that does bring